Alright, so let's start our discussion for Math 6200 or Engineering Data Analysis. So for statistical computations or the week 7 discussion natin is just a review of your ProbStat, no, or your probability and statistics topic in general mathematics. For those of you who have taken STEM, no, or yung ating strand for engineering and mathematics, I know that you have encountered these terms. So this will be just a review for you of the specific kinds or specific computations na ito. So letter A, we have measures of central tendencies. So how do we measure central tendencies? So we have the mean. Mean is the sum of the numbers divided by n, or the number of terms, or the um, numbers that you have added together. So the formula for mean is the summation or sigma x divided by n. So when we say sigma x is you will get the summation of all your terms and divide them by the number of terms. Okay, so we have here an example wherein you have 92, 84, 65, 76, 88, and 90. So all you have to do is to add them all. Then, after adding them, so di-divide mo lang siya sa number of terms. So, ilan ba yung number of terms natin? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, you have 495. So, ito yung sum nilang lahat divided by 6, and that gives you 82.5. Therefore, the mean of this series is 82.5. Next is median. Median is by definition, a ranked list of n numbers is meron siyang hinahanap na specific number. So when we say median is in the series of terms, what is the middle number? So paano po 'yon? So if it is odd number of terms, you will just get the middle number. Pero kung yung terms natin or the number of terms is even, you will get the mean of two middle numbers. So, paano po yun? So, pag ang median natin, okay, so we will find first the number of terms. So, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, that gives you 7 terms. So, that is an odd number. So, dahil doon, hahanapin nyo lang yung panggitna niya. So, 7, ang panggitnang number niya is 4. So, 1, 2, 3. Meron ka din 1, 2, 3. So, ano yung gitna? So, 9. So, that is automatically the median of your series. So, 9. So, take note lang ha, when you are getting the median or the median of a series, you need first to arrange all your terms from ascending order. Okay, take note of that. So, kailangan magsa-start ka sa pinakamaliit, papalaki. No, hindi, kasi most of the problems is not arranged from ascending nor descending order. So, before getting the median, so let's say you have 7 terms, huwag nyo agad ilalagay yung gitna. Baka naman nilagay nyo yung gitna agad, hindi pa pala siya naka-ascending order. So, arrange the values from least to most value, no? Then, we have here an even number. So, dahil even siya, ano pong gagawin natin? So, si third at si fourth value is i-divide nyo po sila or you would get the mean. So, add nyo lang siya, 77 and 89. Ilan po ang terms? Dalawa. So, 77 plus 89 divided by 2. So, that gives you 83. So, mode. Mode naman, the number that occurs most frequently. So, dito naman sa mode, ang kailangan nyo lang is yung observation nyo. No? So, observation lang natin siya gagawin. So, paano po yun? Yung number na pinakamadalas lumabas doon sa series na yun, yun yung mode. No? So, you have here 18, 15, 21, 16, 15, 14, 15, 21. So, ilang beses lumabas si 18? Isa. Ilan lumabas si 21? Dalawa. Si 16? Isa. Si 14? Isa. Si 15? Tatlo. So, ilan po ang pinakamataas? Yung tatlo. So, that is 15. So, ang mode natin dito is 15. Okay? So, ganun lang po kadali mag-measure or kumuha ng mean, median, and mode. Letter B is measures of dispersion, spread, or variation. So, how do you measure the dispersion, spread, and variation? So, we have three. You have here the range, standard deviation, and variance. So, range natin is just the difference between the highest and lowest values. So in getting the range, hanapin nyo lang yung upper limit and yung lower limit ng ating terms or ating numbers. So standard deviation naman, it is the amount by which individual value deviates from the mean. So how do you solve that? So you have there S, which is the square root of the summation of E multiplied to the quantity X minus mean squared divided by N minus 1. So, or that is yung ating sigma is equal to square root of the summation of X minus mean squared over N, which is the population. So if you want to get the standard deviation of the series 2, 4, 7, 12, and 15, so ang magiging mean natin is 8, di ba? So dahil may mean ka na, pwede mo na siya i-substitute doon sa ating value. So in order for you to get X, so you use the formula and that gives you the answer 5.43 as the standard deviation, which deviates from the mean. And ating lastly, the variance, so that is the square of the standard deviation. So all you need to do is first get the standard deviation. So upon getting 5.43, square mo lang siya. Then after squaring, makukuha mo is 29.5. So that is the answer for variance. C, measures of relative position. So in order for you to get the relative position, you need to find z-score. So z-score natin is for a given data value x. This is the number of standard deviation that x is above or below the mean of data. So in order for you to solve z-score, that is just equal to x minus mean over the standard deviation. So x minus mean over s. So example natin is you have x is equal to 950, s is equal to 90, and mean is equal to 842. So all you have to do is to find the difference between your x and your mean. So that is 950 minus 842 divided by s, which has the value of 90. So the z-score is equal to 1.2. Okay, so next is percentile. So percentile OS score X is the number of data values less than X divided by the total number of data values times 100. So that is the percentile. So we have here an example. On a reading examination given to 900 students, Elaine's score of 602 was higher than the scores of 576 of the students who took the examination. What is the percentile for Elaine's score? So, ibig sabihin po nung tanong na yon is may 900 students tayo, pero yung ating subject, which is Elaine's score, is 602. So, ano yung percentile nung 602 amongst doon sa 900 student na yon? So, given that, mas mataas daw yung kanya across 576 students. So, to get the percentile is you just need to divide 576 by 900. So, yung makukuha nyo sagot doon, dahil nga percentile siya, i-divide nyo lang, i-multiply nyo lang by 100. So, kung naman makuha yung value times 100, so that is 64. Therefore, Elaine's score places her at 64th percentile. Ibig sabihin, yung score ni Elaine na 602 is considered as nasa 64th percent noong total population nila. So quartile naman, so from the word quarts, no, so that is by 4, no. So di-divide natin siya by 4. So to get something by 4, so you have there an example which is Q1, Q2, Q3, or you have quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. Therefore, si quartile 2 ang automatic median natin. Si Q1 ang nagko-cover sa 25%. Si Q3 ang nagko-cover doon sa 75%. Now, if you have an example here, which is 26, 32, 33, 40, 42, 43, and 48, paano natin nakuha yung median? So, ilan po ba yung terms natin dyan? Ang terms natin dyan is 7. So, ano ulit yung gitna natin? So, that is 40. So, paano po natin hahanapin yung Q1 and Q3? So, sabi daw, ang Q1 covers 25 and Q3 covers 75. So that is arranged in ascending order, di ba? So ang ating 26 and 48, so there are not the 25 and 75% ultimately. So that is just the around the values of 10%, ganon. Si 48, of course, siya yung ating 100%. So therefore, yung kasunod, yung gagamitin nyo na quartile. So ano po ba yon? So yung ating 32 and yung 43, which is the 25 and 75% of the whole series of terms. Alright? So that's how you solve quartile and percentile. Okay? So in summary, so these are the fundamental terms and solving factors sa kailangan talagang alam na natin, no? Because this has so many applications in real life and also in your studies. So that is the end of our discussion for week 7 of Math 6200 or Engineering Data Analysis.